Parliament is being roasted in such a way, to me, I think, in the fight against corruption and integrity issues, we are always a hanging fruit for people who, especially people who don't want to dig deeper. You put in other things, members side. You reach, members turn against you. Okay? So you must build teamwork through transparency, through working together, through ownership of reports and work. We do have small budgets for you. Yesterday we discussed that deeply. I hope we picked it on how best to handle. For those who are not there, your first meeting should be calling members, let your clerk come and declare to you the budget of the committee. So that these accusations on the leadership can go. We are, money for committees is diverted, money for committees is diverted. No, I know we sat in the commission, we brought a budget of the committee. We've never had another commission meeting to say we divert money of the committee. But that money might be serving a few people in the committee. So you ask, if so and so has already traveled, and remember, Opote, my brother Opote here, was our clerk. Yesterday I gave an example of Jackie there. Susan Katono was also my clerk. We could have a rota and we declare who has traveled. And we say it's based on your attendance. We have a member. In fact, one of the members at the center of fighting corruption in Parliament and all that, he could never attend the house, but he would come asking for travel. I want trips. But you've never signed a single report. You've never attended the house. You come causing chaos. Okay? So, I mean, you have to be firm. You have to be firm. Members have to attend. And this business of signing attendance books and you leave open so that someone, we could reach in some of the meetings and they give us books and you sign for the last 2 months, which you've never attended. Yeah, because we said we have to clean up the house. So let's be open about these things. So Chair, I think at the end of any session, of every session, the clerk should present to you an attendance book and you ensure it is closed. Members who never attended should not come now to say, please, I want to be attending. Because now we are going to go deeper. We are going to put more. You see, I have been seeing people judging the performance of members of Parliament, but you find someone they are saying he's the best legislator when he has never attended a committee. And parliamentary business is processed in committees. Plenary is 10% of what we do. Plenary usually agrees with what came to committees. Committees go much deeper. They do a lot of due diligence. They do oversight deep in the fields and all that. So that one has to be looked at. Parliament is being roasted in such a way, to me, I think, in the fight against corruption and integrity issues, we are always a hanging fruit for people who, especially people who don't want to dig deeper. Because Parliament, like I said the other day, we don't control more than 1% of the budget. But all the failures, the sins of Parliament, are sins of the whole country. And, you know, Parliament has failed the country. You have diverted everything for the country. But I think it's because we are not doing our role and coming out to defend ourselves the way we should. our duty of oversight is a mandate we must utilize effectively to ensure that corruption is fought in this country. When I went to Changwanzi, I invited the executive to interest itself in the reports of the Auditor General, who is an officer of Parliament, and the reports processed by committees. Now, it pains me, and Madam Ruse, I got a brief what she told me, to find that now accounting officers come to Parliament casually. Yeah. Because one, they think we don't read. So we gave you documents. They come, I gave you, even what they never gave, say they gave. Okay? Number two, some of them think we have a price on us. So if Tayebwa has a price, why should I bother? Why should I have sleepless nights preparing to submit it before you? I would rather look for the price. I go with my bride price proper, then we shall sort ourselves. We have to clean up this image. We have to clean up this image. That does not mean we should behave like hitmen when we are in committees. Yes, because you will have some members who will come as hitmen, wanting to lynch, and especially when there are cameras accounting to the public. Wanting to reach. No, you don't need to. Our senior lawyers here, they tell you he will extract any evidence out of even cajoling you. Out of a smile, you give whatever they need. So I would request you that we must come up and address the issue of integrity, which I know most of it has been blown out of proportion. I just see a storm in a teacup. Because I know the good work, honorable colleagues, you've been doing. Now the question will be the issue of treasury memorandums. We want action taken reports on our recommendations. And we must put our foot on the ground and say, if we discovered A, B, C, D, what did you do about it as a government? Because you accuse us of corruption, but we've done very good reports, and in the end you've said our resolutions are advisory. Okay? Say, no, Parliament, your work is just advisory, or you're harassing people. Yeah? It's wrong. We put in a lot of, these technical people, we put in a lot of effort. So it would be very important for us to ask for accountability in terms of action taken reports on the issues we discovered. I received a few complaints when I was in Changwanzi engaging the ministers. We've shared, which we need to work on, that I've seen creating a wrong perception in the public. Because we run open meetings with the media, honorable colleagues, honorable chairs, you chair meetings and you create a certain narrative. Because you see, when you're playing football, I see how you're playing and I determine, but he should be the one to win. When Honorable Taylor is in court and the case is going on and discovered, the public says, no, this one should win. So a perception is created. But now, we allow live broadcast of our meetings. We adduce evidence, we get witnesses, we even tell them through, some are arrested and all that. Then the report is zero. The report says everything is okay. But you fed the country for a whole month. You fed it with people you are declaring thieves. You fed it with evidence which you said you had discovered. You created anticipation. People are believing that at last we are Then now the recommendation, everything is okay. Then the public said, these guys went and negotiated and ate. You say, why? But you saw what they told us, what we saw on TV, is different from what they wrote down in camera. And someone was even admitting mistakes, okay? Hey, you had a technical report digging deep and all that. You involved CID. Don't you think we shall be suspected if it happened that way? So let us be cautious on the narrative we create. Let us be cautious on the narrative we create. Once you create a narrative and the public is pleased, or if you know you can't sustain it, don't create it. Don't create it. Quality of reports. We have just some few reports. But this one, either we shall discuss it with our clerks in our own setting, because I know situations where clerks have told the committee chairpersons and members that this is wrong, and you have insisted. I had it. There's a report I had on the floor. For example, a committee concluding that so and so was therefore should be prosecuted. And you concluded that way. But you know you're interfering with the constitutional mandate of the DPP, cannot be instructed. Because now the action taken report should come saying the DPP prosecuted. On whose instructions? Without evaluating the evidence and all that. I have seen many. And I talked to the clerk says, no, the chairman was very clear. Some come and say, no, the report was written before investigations began. The chairman came and said, I must do A, B, C, D. And these are humble clerks. They feel threatened by you big people. Because when they complain, when you complain, we transfer them, we can what? Okay? But that doesn't take away. So I tell the clerks, please, if you have that situation, you also have where you report. You will carry that cross if you don't take advantage of the other power you report to. Because when you go to the clerk comes to me. The clerk will come to the presiding officer, will go to the speaker or to the deputy speaker, whoever is in, and say, right, Honorable, your chair is insisting on A, B, C, D, which is wrong. Then I will intervene and I call the chair. And I say, Mr. Chairperson, this is wrong, it can't work. And we have solved some of the cases. We have solved cases that way. What is very important is what is in your heart. If you're clean, don't bother. Yes, don't bother. So the other day, Honorable Rion was pointing at me, hey, you're corrupt here. Why should I be bothered? Because I know myself. If he's telling me the truth, I should be bothered. If it's out of his fertile imagination, I shouldn't be bothered. So why should you bother? So you are going to be accused, your members are going to be accused that you eat alone, as if there is anything to eat, as if you've come to eat. These are issues which will always come on. Now, the biggest challenge we have as a parliament is not only our challenge, it's a challenge for all parliaments. The output of parliament globally is not easily quantifiable in favor of the population. Because your work, you do a difficult work of Zakayo. You're the one who, people are not happy you've put many taxes on us. People who want to be drinking waraj and dying, and you're saying, no, stop waraj in sachets. Okay? And the ones who have been benefiting won't be happy. People who would want to go A, B, C, D, they are saying, no, you're not doing enough roads. Allow us to do whatever we want. So whichever way, parliaments, you're doomed. All over. So, but you must be steady and know what you took oath about that, without fear or favor. You said without fear because you knew there are those who will try to cause fear within you not to do your mandate. With those remarks, I declare the training closed.